Dear learners, I welcome you to this module, which is the last topic of structure and forms of DNA. As I've already studied that DNA is a polymer of deoxyribonucleic acid, and we have also studied in detail the Watson and Crick model, which explained in detail the structure. But later on, it was found that there are different forms of DNA, and it is not only the Watson and Crick model in which form the DNA exists. The studies revealed that basically there are three forms of DNA: aDNA, bDNA, and zDNA. Presently, we will go through what are the characteristics of aDNA. The aDNA is a right-handed helix. The right-handed helix means that if this is the principal axis of that molecular structure, it will go through your right hand fingers in this way. It will turn in this way. So this is called as a right-handed double helix structure. This DNA is only encountered when the environmental conditions have changed slightly and the humidity is less than 75%. So it depends upon the environmental condition whether the normal form of DNA, that is the bDNA or the aDNA, will exist. So under normal physiological conditions, generally we do not see a form of DNA. The A form of DNA has some common characteristics, like it has also anti-parallel structures, it is not symmetrical, the glycosidic bonds of the bases are not diametrically opposite to one another in the structure of the DNA, and the basic skeleton is made up of sugar and phosphates. All these characteristics are similar for all the three DNAs. The only differences then is in the major groove and the minor groove, which is observed in each turn. So every turn has a major and a minor groove, and there are 11 base pairs. Here you can see the difference, that the length of the turn has changed, and it is 11 base pairs in one turn, and therefore the distance required for one turn to be completed, or the length required for one term to be completed, is 2.86 nanometers. So here the statistics has changed, and the width of the DNA also is 2.3 nanometers. So it is wider as compared to bDNA, and it requires less space for one turn, and therefore more number of nucleotides are adjusted in one turn. So these three are the basic differences, and it is more wider than the normal bDNA which we have studied, because there we say that it is 20 Armstrong and here it is 23 Armstrong. So these are the characteristics of aDNA, where some of them are common and some of them are different. Basically, the statistical dimensions of the molecule change when the humidity of the environment changes. Now we come to the normal form, or the B form, or the Watson and Crick model, which we have studied. So it is also a right-handed helix. That means that the strands, they turn through the right hand on the principal axis, and under normal physiological conditions, this type of molecule is seen. Mostly this form of molecule is persistent in cells, and the strands are anti-parallel in this case. All other features are similar to Watson and Crick, and there are major and minor grooves alternatively present. That is the main thing which was different in aDNA, and this you already know, that 10 base pairs are present in one turn, and one turn take 34 Armstrongs or 3.4 nanometers. Okay, and the width of the helix is 20 Armstrong or 2 nanometers, and it is narrower than aDNA. aDNA we had seen it was 23 nanometers. Okay. The Z form of DNA is actually a crinkled type of structure, and it is quite not so commonly found, we can say. And it has a first difference is the two turns go through the left hand, that is, it is a left-handed helix, and the backbone is zigzag. You see the uniformity in the structures which you see in A and B DNA, that is a crinkled model, or a zigzag type of skeleton can be seen, and therefore the diameter, it is less, it is the narrowest form, that is 1.8, right. Then the structures also consist of major and minor grooves, and the singleton has 12 base pairs, and the length of a singleton is 4.56 nanometers. So here there is a great change in the statistics of the arrangement and length required for occupancy of the nucleotides. Okay. The distance between two adjacent deoxyribonucleotides is again here 3.37, that is 30.37 nanometers. Okay. And the zDNA is difficult to observe because it is a very unstable molecule, and this molecule is found to participate in some functions which are quite uncommon. That is, it takes place in the expression of some genes, regulation of some genes, in genetic recombination processes. So the other features apart from replication and transferring the genetic information from one generation to another, this DNA is involved in certain specific functions like recombinations, in which DNA is also involved. Okay, now such type of DNAs have been found in bacteria, in eukaryotes, and in viruses. And some of the viruses require the Z binding protein for the pathogenesis. So this is also one of the very typical feature of Z binding DNA. So this is a DNA which has typical characteristics and quite different in structural functions as compared to the two other of DNA. Okay, so these are the figures which will help you to visualize what are the, this is a normal A form of DNA. Here you are finding that it is 28 Armstrong length. It is quite longer. Here you can see that it is compact, and it is having 34 Armstrong for one turn. And here you see this is the Ringkit structure. Okay, it is not uniform, but it is in zigzag manner, and this creates a complete change in the structure, in the dimensions as well as functions also. So this is a three-dimensional model, and this is vision through the internal, you can say, center of the DNA from top view. So this is how the arrangement looks in case of the aDNA, this in case of the bDNA, and this is in case of zDNA. So these three forms of DNA have their own functions, and their forms depend upon the environmental, the physiological conditions. But the most common type of DNA under normal condition which exists is the B form, according to the Watson and Crick model. So I hope this lecture has created a good understanding regarding the forms of DNA. I thank you so much for patient listening.